This is Borg.
Hello.
But more importantly,
This is not.
this is Fishborg, the fishing supplement.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So
Okay, so we just went live with This is Fishborg.
Yes.
Oh, it's Fisk. F-I-S-K.
Fisk.
Yes.
Oh, better.
It's Fiskborg, the fishing supplement that someone wrote, and it's amazing. There is various, monster fish.
Why does it sound like this is made by the Swedish chef?
Because it's Swedish?
It means dark
Oh.
fort. Translated from
Probably
I'm not
Swedish.
Sure. Yeah,
Yes, it's
Scandinavian.
Swedish.
It's Swedish. But it is one of the most metal OSR games you've ever played.
Yep.
The rules are one page. The rest of it is just random tables of awfulness.
Mm-hmm. My favorite
That sounds like a
mechanic is
one-shot game that we should play.
my favorite mechanic is every time you rest, you roll a die to see if a catastrophe happens that foretells the end of the world. There's
the
7
song.
things that happen before the end of the world.
Right, it's
And
that
every
game.
time you rest to see if one happens. And you set the pace of your campaign by, do you roll a d2, a d6, a d10, etc. So the larger the die, the larger your campaign. But there is no winning, you just play until the world ends.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then everybody dies.
No, then you burn the book.
Right,
Yep.
Then you literally
the-
burn the book, and that's if you
the
don't
rule.
burn the book, you're breaking the rules of the game.
Yep. There's also an amazing table that you throw a knife at.
So if we ever play this, if we play this game on stream, do we just have to put a virus in it? How do we do that?
I don't know.
That'll be the
I'm trying to
last
find
game.
the knife.
We burned the stream, and that's our last stream game ever.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the knife table, but
It's the
there's
player,
just a table.
player
That...
background
Is it
table.
like a bullseye table, or how does it work?
It's just a chart, like a
Grid?
like a grid, and you are supposed to throw a knife at it, or you can roll a d20.
Or you throw a knife at it. We play by the rules here.
I like how we're just scrolling through. It's the main page, and then the page where you just roll for your character, and then other stuff, and then one whole page devoted to corpse plundering. Roll a d66.
Yep. But if you go to their website, which is probably the best way to make a character, there's just a one-click button that says "kill this character," and it
Good.
and it generates things. The thing
my
is, when
favorite
you're
part
playing a game, you need 2 or 3 characters on hand per session.
Oh, okay.
My favorite thing about the fishing supplement is the idea that the world is ending. You just fish until it stops.
Well, what else are you gonna do?
We all deal with trauma in our own ways.
It's got some pretty dark themes in it. One of chief of which being it's the end of the world. You'd think that people are just going to take the easy way out, right? Just off themselves. Well, that's worse than living through the apocalypse. The afterlife that awaits you because of that is worse than what's going to happen if you stay alive.
Oh boy! So just everything is awful forever.
Yeah, there's one kingdom in the setting that's sort of devoted to this idea of mass suicide during the apocalypse. That's the point of light in the setting. Those are that is the best place to be.
Is the death cult, basically.
Yep.
Speaking of death cults.
Speaking of death cults.
I'm so excited. If we do play it, I insist we use fishing rules because we will be fishing.
I would love to.
It is a very stylized book.
It's good. It's great. It's so good. I love it.
So, last time on the Infinite City, you all tried to pick a fight with some birds.
We did no such thing.
One of you tried to pick a fight with some birds after I bribed them with XP. And then killed one of the birds and ran away because the rest were all shooting at you with guns and
they had guns.
Gadgets. Yep.
Yeah, not a fan of guns.
And
No.
I think we ended
Or
the
force
session
fields.
with you running away.
We also found mold.
Yeah.
You also found mold.
Tasty mold.
One of you ate the mold.
Yeah, which I'm pissed about because I wasn't looking at my character sheet. The one time that an oddity in this game would have worked I had an egg-shaped device that temporarily negates all smell within a meter, and I forgot about it.
Forgot about your deodorizing egg?
Yeah, psychic influence or not, I would have let that work. And I think we literally just ended the session right after you left. So I think we see you four back in the food court.
Oh, I have an
we were
important-
out
Church?
like we went on a
right, no, yeah,
church.
you're right. I
We
forgot
found
about
a
that
church
entire
monster.
thing. Yep. Yeah, you found a talk to a weird church monster with a separate, like, floating head attached by wires.
Yeah.
It said
Yeah.
some real creepy, some real esoteric, some really dark, or some combination thereof things, and then hopped away like a frog down the side of a building, like you do. That leaves you in the church. That's where we ended the session. What I do want to say is, I think for bringing character and player together and making anything easier, what I would say is Zen, your character, especially because of their knowledge, and it GM and True would not know where it is or the nature of it, but would presume that there is likely some kind of sensor, which is why the bird people.
Okay.
Because you as a player knows that that was there. Now I think you as a character can assume you don't know where it is or how it works. Probably some kind of a system.
All right, so obviously, as stupid as these birds are, they have some mastery of technology.
So when we go back there, we have to set off the alarm system so many times that they stop paying attention to it.
Yes, the bird who cried wolf.
The bird who
I-
squawked intruder.
Yep. I need some opinions. What do I put my advancement into? I want to take an advancement. What do I take?
If nothing else jumps at you, edge.
I'm
If you spend effort a lot, definitely edge.
yeah. I'm stuck between adding 1 to my might edge from 0 to 1 to bring it from 0 to 1, or specializing in might defense to make me even more unstabbable.
Well, I think we
don't-
looked up before in the rules. It says like you can't gain
Defenses.
a specialization in like that unless it's like in your thing.
I already have might
But
defense.
yeah, that's the odd thing. He already
Oh,
does
yeah.
have
You
his
can move from
first level.
trained to specialized.
Yeah,
But you still can't train in defense with one of these level ups. Can
can't
you?
get a new training in defense, but I'm not sure about leveling up existing training to specialize.
See.
The thing says become trained in one skill of your choice, and we read the caveat in the book that you need to, unless there's a story reason, you cannot take a weapon or defense.
Yeah.
Or become specialized in a skill you are already trained in. I'm already trained in might defense.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have problems with that.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say
That's fine.
that's
Yeah.
a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do that one then. I'm just going to be
Just
shark.
yeah.
King shark.
Just
That's great.
think your scales, make your scales harder. Apply it like an
Yes.
ointment for health.
It's bird blood. That's what makes your scales.
I think it's that did I get shot? I got shot.
did get
and,
shot.
You got shot a lot.
And they came back harder.
Oh, perfect.
It's
Just
the
like
lightning
teeth.
coursing through them from our session before.
Yep.
Excellent. So you are all right now, I think, inside the church. Some of you are. It's a ruined old, like, small church. Like, it would maybe fit 20 people. It's not very spacious. It's kind of this.
It was a chapel they threw on top of a luxury apartment, being like, look,
Exactly.
we have a chapel on the roof.
Exactly.
It's not really functional.
There's a few ruined benches, and there's a small altar front. There's no secondary room, just like one door. But do see in where, like, in the location where this creature is scavenging, in the back behind her, it's like a small shelf that looks like half of the things on it have kind of been thrown aside now. It's been sacked.
Can we finish ransacking it?
Yeah,
can.
finish the scavenging.
Finish ransacking it. So I don't someone make an intelligence task.
I have salvaging
To
as a
scavenge.
skill.
Salvage.
Cool. This is kind of my actual class thing.
Okay.
What's my
Anyone
number?
who has useful things want to help?
I am trained in perception. Would being trained in perception help?
Not in this case. It's not a matter of seeing hidden things. It's a matter of recognizing how things can be valuable, or how like a thing can be pulled apart to take the valuable thing out of it. See a cell phone, you take out the maybe battery or SIM card chip.
What
Should the
about
battery be the least powerful
I
part
don't
of an
know.
ancient cell phone?
I don't know
Because that's the
what
part
is
that's
and
chemical.
except it's a cyberpunk battery, so it's not clear. It might just be
could
like
it
a
be
mini nuclear device, which is technically still chemical.
Yeah, it's still technically everything. Yeah, that's what. Right, but nuclear device, but the half-life is a lot better than like a lithium ion, which
Yeah.
is using a chemical reaction to hold the electrical charge.
Yeah.
so I'm trained in understanding Numenera, but I have an inability in knowledge-based skills. Does that still count as me being able to help with understanding Numenera?
Yes, I think that cancels out. You are still trained. You are not the one making the roll, so you can.
What's my
and it
number?
will be +2. The difficulty would normally be less, but because this is already partially ransacked, there's like less opportunities to salvage things. So your difficulty is 5.
We start at 5. I bring it down to 4 because I am trained in
Salvaging.
salvaging, and then we bring it down
another
to
2 levels.
Yeah.
2.
Cool. Did I roll?
Yep.
Yeah.
6 or higher.
Oh, I pushed the button. That's what I meant.
I don't see it. If you did,
There.
Oh, there we go.
Yay!
Okay. Please roll 2d6 and 1d. Actually, sorry. 2d6 and 1d. Okay.
I got a 4. That's good, right? I got all 4s.
All 4s. So, don't find things that are directly worth a lot of money. Probably find salvage worth about 8 shins in there. Looks like some of the stuff has already been taken. But you find 4 ciphers.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah, there was.
What?
Wow.
That's
So-
a lot.
All right then.
Yeah, so you like look
Yay
through it. It
for
looks like
retelling.
the bottom drawer was locked. You just like rip it open. It's not a hard lock, but it looks like it was never
Yeah.
opened before.
Locks are not.
So like the
an
bottom shelf
impediment.
has not been touched, and you find 4 ciphers amongst this. Can
What's
you please
the
roll?
rule about ciphers? Is it carrying them that I can't
You
do?
You might have to trade.
Well, you
something.
Carry
can.
or use.
Yeah,
I
you
think it's
can use
use.
them. No, it's carry.
It's carry.
It's
yeah.
carry. Yep.
But you can still carry them. It's just detrimental to you.
It's the more past your limit that you have, the increasing risk that there is for them to react badly.
Okay, what do we find?
Roll 200, please.
I have room for 1 because my comprehension graph is like installed and good.
I also have room for 1 because I just handed it off to the other being.
Mm.
Okay. Up.
Found so many ciphers, but you said I found 8 shims of junk.
8 shins of junk. Yep. And then, let's see, with an 89.
Now, do we
Alright.
automatically find out what they do?
Yes, because what you're using them for is not necessarily what they do. Like you can use if something is built for one intention, when you get the cipher, you can use it for a different intention that you managed to make it work for, even if it wasn't really. So, ciphers are just like devices or parts of devices, and you figure out what specific use. So yes, you find it. I think with ciphers, you find it with artifacts are a different matter.
Mhm.
So you find. I'll tell you the level in a sec. I'll tell you what. first. I'm just gonna double this because it's kind of a big deal.
Oh no.
The World Ender's Spike. Huh.
No.
Interesting.
Find a teleport.
Ooh.
Can you roll a d6 plus 2 to see the level? Okay, level 7. So, yeah, it can teleport up to 700 feet, 210 meters, to a location you can see. Arrive safely with possessions, but cannot take anything else. It is a teleporter, and then in brackets bounder, because apparently types of teleport. And in this case, it is a large and like unusual looking belt. You find is what you this way, belt or a sash or something, like long strip cloth with a lot of like cybernetic machinery found. 14. Find. I think you actually. Oh well, this is ironic. I was here. You find a gravity changer.
Hey, I have one of those.
Yep. So maybe that helps you recognize it. Roll a d6 plus 2. All right. So level 3. Once you place this two metal plates. Once you place them, they change the direction of gravity within the area up to a short distance in diameter. It can be continuous or bend across a curve, depending on where you place the plates. You can change directions within up to, in this case, times.
Here's that.
And it lasts for 20.
Oh, thank
It lasts for a full day.
Okay.
Zen, because you're like grafting skill, can you graft ciphers to you?
That's what I do for free. If it's a piece of somebody else, I have to roll, but I can just socket these things in.
But you're still stuck with your limit.
Right.
Oh, okay. I thought you could like take the cipher and like get a little bit out of it, but like make it part of you.
No, it still counts as a cipher if it's grafted.
Got it. Okay.
But the major benefit is it's not done with one use.
Got it.
With that, I'm really tempted to hand Killian the teleporter because that would be hilariously fun.
And it solves my range issue too. I was thinking either myself or the shark needs that because the glaive can charge and hit on the same turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You also find a peculiar looking mask of sorts. With one eye completely covered in the cloth, like it's just a black blank cloth mask. Except the other eye has a glass-like lens in it.
So it's a domino mask with a monocle sewn into it?
Basically. Can you roll a d6 plus 1? Okay. So this mask, when someone puts it on, it completely envelops their head for 1 hour. The creature can breathe and sense normally, but why does it even add level? Okay, it's just the level matters if someone tries to. You can breathe and sense normally while wearing it, but all ranged attacks you make are modified 1 step in your favor. It's called a targeting oculus.
So it's
a ranged attack buff.
Deadshot.
For 1 hour.
Yeah. Yep, there you go. That's what I was going for. I kept going Deadpool, Deathstroke. No, the other guy. Damn it.
The other one that is
Death
the same.
is a perfect weapon. Trained to use every weapon perfectly. Yeah.
He's just like me, except better.
In every way. And lastly, two. You find something called an emotion smoother, which in this case is, I think, find.
A bottle of lithium?
No, I think it's like
No.
a cybernetic future twisted version of like a community that's like dosed. Emotional like chemicals that make
It's 7-Up.
um roll the
Wait a
D6.
minute. We have the Kool-Aid and we have someone that breaks through walls. I think this goes to the shark.
Yeah.
My problem is I already have 2 of them. I don't really like my 2, so I might swap some of them out here.
So for the next hour, whenever you drink it, the character loses access to the part of their mind that registers and produces emotions. This allows them to experience situations they might not otherwise be able to handle, to fairly weigh options without emotional shortcuts, tell completely convincing lies because they're no longer generating micro-expressions, or other things. The level is 1d6, but it doesn't affect the effect. So it's just...
Flask of potential genocide.
Yeah. Flask of
One
apathy.
thing-
Glass of apathy.
I'm curious to know how bad is the "you have too many ciphers" table? If we do 1 over, what are we
One-overs are usually not
risking
that
here?
bad, but let's go find out for sure.
Oh, let's see. Ciphers.
Because the having played too
There
much
we go.
D&D makes me be like, we can't leave any of these magic
Yeah.
items here.
Yeah.
We can leave the gravity changer, if anything, because I already have one, and mine is a higher level. Mine is level 7.
Right now, between the 4 of us,
So-
we have 2 open slots for ciphers right now?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For every day that more than the limit ciphers are gathered together, you roll a table. On a 1 to 60, nothing happens. And you add, I believe... Here we go. If you add... The more ciphers you have, add 10 to the result. So, like, 1 above, it would just be a D100. Oh, no, it starts at a 1. It's 10.
Mhm.
I don't know why it
Was
has
it
a...
Starts
coin
at
flip?
1.
It's a
So you have in essence a 50-50 shot
50-50
right
shot
off the
if
bat?
nothing happens. And then 10 past that is not... It's just like they start acting weird, but nothing huge. Then things start being weird, and you start getting like ciphers destroyed. You start getting buffs and that, and then it's at most if you just take 1. The worst thing that could happen is you lose all your ciphers. They all get...
Okay, whatever.
Okay,
bad.
so 1 over isn't the worst.
Except
wants
there
what?
is also the chance at a 96 to 100, so it's a very small chance, that you take chemical or radiation poisoning and all of your actions are hindered for 6 days.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's a
Damn
lower
strong.
result than the all ciphers are destroyed. So So you can also personally get debuffs, get long term.
I still think we should get the teleporter belt to Killian there.
Yeah, who wants what?
I have a question. I have a sheen which is activated. So I have that benefit for a week. If I get rid of the sheen, does the benefit go away?
Yes, because I've got the same question for me.
Okay, let's see if it specifies if a cipher.
If the effect goes away when you get
Yours
rid of it.
doesn't remove the cipher, though.
Well, oh, I see.
Mine would, because I'd have to take the sheen out and put something else in.
No, I know, I get
Yeah.
that, but I mean, the fact that your sheen wasn't destroyed, I think,
Yeah, that screws with things.
Yep.
Because it's
Yeah.
supposed to just not be there after you use
I
it.
would. Yes, it does. I would say you keep
Yes.
the effect if you use a cipher. Even if it has multiple uses and you get rid of the cipher, it's fine. Still keep the effect because
Okay.
even the book is like this is explicitly to encourage PCs to use ciphers. So
So if a cipher is used and its effective still active, it doesn't count towards your cipher count if it was still
Correct.
destroyed?
Yes, it
In which
goes
case,
away
I can hold
when
2.
you use it, not
Mhm.
when you use it. That's it.
Beautiful. In which case, I can hold 2, so we can at least get 3 of these safely.
I would like the mask, please.
Yeah, yours.
Thank you.
It's yours now.
It just starts speaking to me as I hold it.
If no one objects, I will take that teleporter belt.
Someone has picked me up. It's been so
Another
long.
touches the beacon.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm probably not going to grab any of them. Mostly, I don't really want my ciphers are silly and dumb. They don't really do much.
And you
Well,
can
I'll-
if
switch
you'd
them out.
like the sheen, because I'm getting rid of it, it's a +1 to armor. It eases might defense rolls by 2, and the downside is recovery rolls are a -1, and it lasts for a week.
I'll take the sheen. You can post that in chat. I'm gonna get rid of my servant. Bye bye, instant
So
servants.
totally up to you if you want to like use the cipher or just like leave it here. You could also leave it here to
Can
get
we
later if you need it.
Send that instant servant to literally start triggering whatever that motion sensor was repeatedly.
We could go back,
Just
have the servant
continually-
just go.
Like, run in, trigger the motion center, run back to the food court, run in, trigger the motion center, run back to the food court.
1 hour per cipher level, and what level is that?
3.
3 hours of
Let's
constant alarm
do
is a
it.
thing. I've personally had fire alarms go off for no discernible reason for hours, and it's been very frustrating and made me less
Yeah.
likely to respond when there is a
I think
legitimate
that's
one.
what we do. I pull
Yeah.
out the instant servant because like I need space in my inventory.
Go
Perfect.
back there and fuck with those birds.
Yeah.
Turn that place into the worst
So,
cell in
This is a
Guantanamo.
cipher that you started with, so I think you get to decide what does the servant look like when it's it says
Crab. It's crab.
Crab.
It's a cyber crab thing.
Yep, it's crab. It's a
Okay.
little robot crab.
Perfect.
I knock on the shell 3 times to activate it, and I
Yeah, it
tell
just,
it to go trip.
beeps
I go
and
tell it
comes
to
to
go
life.
mess with the bird's alarm system.
It clacks its claws in a metal clanging clack that you says affirmative, and then it starts scuttling off sideways, church in that direction.
Are we going to go back there and fuck them up, or
Who
are
knows?
we're just fucking with them right now, and then when the alarm goes off again, they won't respond?
Maybe at around the 3-hour point, we'll head back there and be the last chance that they set the alarm off.
Is there? Well, we don't have like a luck stat or anything, but can we make a roll to see whether or not that causes them to deactivate their security system?
We will make that roll when you find out.
Fair enough.
So are we gonna push ahead and then for like 2 hours and then come back?
Speaking of,
We'll catch them on
Sounds
the way
good.
back, I think.
if you're just outside the church, which I assume you are, you see from the tall needle-like tower, you see a single rock distance flying up from below up to not the very point of the needle, but like windows around the top level itself. And it's not quite clear, too far away to see exactly how, but it does enter the building.
Could we shoot him down before he goes in?
He's like hundreds of feet away. The answer is yes, but also it'd be very difficult.
Is it long or very long?
Very long.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't hit that.
Like,
What kind of blood mage are you? You can't shoot down a bird.
It's if it was a little closer, I could reach out to, as some would say, a long range, but not that far. I would need a sniper rifle to do that.
Looking at Finley and thinking really hard about fastball specials. Just trying to put that thought in your brain to throw the nano at the problem.
But the thing is, I could throw, but it couldn't. He couldn't do anything at all.
and then he would fall.
He would fall and die.
To quote one of the great movies of the past, I cannot make the distance, you have to toss me.
You'll have to toss me.
Don't tell the elf. Uh,
So that's what you see. There is, as I said before, a unnaturally positioned sky bridge, skyway that out of a part of that same tower, and near. And there's also a rooftop entrance, like the sort of I think you see, also further ahead, away from the.
And we're trying to get down, right?
You are trying to get down.
Mhm.
Were those just different ways into the bird's place, or I'm
No.
sorry, I'm having a very difficult time mapping everything
So
here.
the rooftops are like it's literally a series of various heights of building rooftops, most of which, for some reason, don't seem to have any rooftop like access to below. Many of them, most of the ones here are get across like rope bridges or reinforced ladders that have been down set into that basically a network have been for you to navigate this area. There's two real places that you see where you go from where you are. In one direction, like you came from one direction, I guess, ahead and to the left-ish area, you see that skyway sort of ends open on the rooftop. It's extremely, and that leads to the sky tower that
Where we just saw the bird coming.
just saw the bird go.
Perfect. Going to. Okay.
Yes. Past that, if you don't go that direction, but you pass by it and keep ahead and a bit to the right, you can see another sort of entrance jutting up tops of one. And you would recognize it, Zen, as like a typical like rooftop entrance to apartment block, something like that.
Okay. As far as these bridges, like how well constructed are they?
They aren't particularly well constructed. Intentionally tried to destroy them. They do look like they've been relatively reinforced. So you see
Okay.
parts where like parts of them have broken, and then there's like been if if a wooden ladder broke, it's been replaced with a metal plate hammered onto both sides of it to keep it there.
And would we know if the people from Scrap have been doing this, or if it's something that is actively living out here and maintaining this?
I don't think you know that inherently.
Okay.
All right. So it seems like the two options presented ahead of us are, or three, I guess. I mean, go back and deal with birds, which I think no one wants to do.
Not yet.
yeah.
We need guns before we can kill birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the Space Needle or whatever the Starbucks tower is.
Space Needle,
Um,
where we have at least one bird, which is interesting.
I
Well,
mean,
there's one bird, there's
that's the
more birds.
aviary up there. Like, come on, it's that high
Yeah.
up. It's an aviary.
Yeah.
Or we go walk around someone else's apartment and we go downstairs through that.
I think the our employer said the way down was through this a part of mints.
I'll just nod and be like, right, down through that block of flats over there.
What is a flat?
Yeah, it's a
It's a part of mint.
It's a domicile, a place to live.
It's not rounded, it's flat.
How
but
do
who
you
moves
live
it
in a flat?
around?
Don't think about it so much. Let's just go.
I am so confused.
Trust me,
Why
it was
have
a confusing time. There were mechanical
just
people wandering around getting surgery willy nilly. It's bad.
just
We're all real happy they're gone. This is
call
worse,
Fine.
but
call your domicile one thing. Why do you have so many names for the same thing?
Fine. Let's go to
Important things have more than
the
one
pile
name,
of
right?
flats, the deck of flats. I don't. We're going that way.
We're going to the flat deck.
Flat deck.
Yep.
Just the longest.
Excellent. Okay. So you traverse over several more rooms, towards the apartment block. They're painted as you get closer. You can see now, like, painted next to the door is just the word like danger. That's all it says. Rough. I think about when you get to the entrance, I presume you've been watching the tower. You see a pair start diving down, not in your direction, just sort of straight down the tower.
I turn to the matter. Can you shoot them now?
Are they within long range?
If you time it right, yes. If as they pass by you.
I'll shoot one.
Aim for the wing. We don't actually need to kill them.
I'm aiming for the wing.
Okay, so if you're aiming
You know what?
specific,
Oh no, sorry. I'm considering joining you in the shooting party.
Yeah, the plan
We're
is
gonna
to
do it.
shoot
Let's all do
them.
it.
While you two shoot them, I kick in the door, and then as soon as you hit and/or miss, we just go into the hallway.
Preferably leaving the door relatively intact to act as a barrier, right?
Maybe we will see.
We'll see how well you roll.
That's the luck part. Gotcha.
okay, cool.
They mess with us, we get them back.
Okay. So
one of ours in the hospital. We'll put one of yours in the morgue.
you already did that, actually. So
They
this
chased us.
yes. What are you using to make a ranged attack then?
My release kinetic energy because I absorbed it, and it doesn't say it goes away on a rest, so I've just been
Okay.
holding kinetic energy this whole time.
You've been vibrating slightly for the past 2 hours.
Yeah, it's
Still-
more like I'd like to imagine it's more like his blood is vibrating, so it's less him and more like you see his veins sort of like the whole time.
Weird and gross.
Yeah, weird and gross.
Cool, fun.
Okay.
And in my case, crossbow.
Okay.
Much more convenient.
Perfect. Yes, both of you can make a ranged attack against the same, slightly closer of the two. Difficulty here will be 4. Yeah.
Can we put that down to 3 because they have no idea what's coming?
Yes.
Excellent.
And just for fictional positioning, I'm standing sort of between both of them, ready to defend if
Can I
if
jiggle
the
the
inevitable
handle?
block behind us that we didn't see.
If just like, yeah, as soon as you do it, it's like a beehive and just like swarms and swarms.
Yeah. Can I jiggle the handle before they shoot to see if we can get the
Make sure the door.
difficulty?
The door is not.
Oh, cool, convenient.
Okay.
You're gonna break it anyway, aren't you?
I might.
All right. So difficulty 3.
If I was to use effort, would it be for my intellect?
Yes, if it's an intellect attack, which I think it is. Is it an intellect attack?
Esoteries, yeah, usually.
Well, it's not an esoteric.
Sure.
It's from my absorbs kinetic energy.
Okay,
Or
let's see
absorbs
what
energy.
it specifically says. That.
Here, do you want just the release energy ability or?
Yes. Yes, please.
Yeah. So.
One point of I don't think you actually roll on this.
I
Yeah, you
don't
just do it.
think. Yeah, I don't think you have to roll.
You
long as
spend
it's
one
in
might
range.
and you shoot them with your
No,
blood.
that says because that's
Oh.
after.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So that's after absorb kinetic energy. So that's how I get my energy.
Yeah.
But I can still shoot energy. It's just I would hurt myself to do it.
Okay. So then I think it would be an attack. This is so similar to the existing esoteric you have that I'm fine.
But I don't
Okay.
think you actually roll anything here.
It's just that you spend the energy.
Yeah. I think
Actually,
that this is the benefit of absorbing the energy, right? Because you have to get
hit. I'm good
So
with that.
you essentially have magic missile after someone hits you.
Oh, neat. Okay, so if I don't have to roll, he just takes 4 damage of physical damage.
Yep.
Because
in
I'm
the
pretty
mountain,
sure
we'll
if
see.
there's rolls involved, it'll tell you.
Yeah, it usually does.
Let's see.
And 4
Or
damage
it'll at
from
least
me.
say like an attack roll or something. Okay. Damage from each of you.
I will look it up just to be safe.
Okay. You both hit at about the same time. I think the crossbow bolt hit second. That particular flock starts spiraling down, clearly in. And the second one dives even faster.
I turn to Dob, open the door, and gesture everyone in.
Yup, hit and run through the door.
Mhm.
And
Okay, so
before I see what's on the other side of the door, when everyone's in, I would like to crush the door handle so the
For
door
that-
handle is broken.
before that, I'm offering you GM. As you
I don't
open.
have any XP. It's not
Nope.
an offer.
Hold on.
Okay, well then I have bad news for you. But XP. As you open the door, hear a click, as it may not have been locked, but it was trapped.
Cool.
And then there's a series of gunshots as the
God.
weapon has been set to automatically fire several times through the door.
Can I
Mm.
defend?
Yes, you can defend. It's not without the GM intrusion is that exists,
Okay, cool.
not that
Yeah.
you take the damage this time.
I'm just gonna buff man my way through the bullets.
Okay, just gonna Superman it. Just
Can I dive like Mr. President style to take 1 to reabsorb kinetic energy?
You would be taking the full attack if you do that because it's a full auto, so they're attacking very short time frame.
I'll let the shark take it.
So is this in effect one attack with heavy damage, or is it multiple
This
attacks?
is one attack with heavy damage.
Okay.
I'll let the shark take it.
Before we go on with the attack, should we deal with the XP?
Yes, Indigo. Who do you want to give your either XP to? You get 1. Someone else gets 1.
Oh, the nano, because I made fun of him the first time for not being able to hit the bird, and then he hit the bird.
Okay. Cool.
I also did look it up for release kinetic energy. At the end, it just says action, so I don't know. Like
That's just means it takes an action to do. Right.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not a passive ability. Yeah.
excellent.
So this will be a level 6 defense because bullets are hard to. It's a lot of bullets. So it's a level.
Cool. So I bring it down to 4, and then I'm gonna spend 3 might, because I don't have edge and might, to bring it down to 3.
Okay.
Did you activate the sheen?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have time. This was a GM intrusion. I was gonna do it if we were going into a fight.
It does last for a week. You said right.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So.
I tried so much.
How much armor do you have?
1.
Okay, before armor, altogether these bullets deal 8 damage.
So 7 damage.
So 7 damage is dealt to you as just a
Cool.
I would say it's a mini LMG kind of weapon that just unloads at
It's
the
just a
door,
Gatling gun. That's
basically.
what it is.
So the first
Until it's just
bullet
empty
hits
and still
me
spinning.
and bounces off, and then 18 more hit me, and not all of them bounce off.
No, they do not. I don't think you're still up. Still have some might, so I think they 4 might. Okay, so you're not like they don't get very far into. They don't get more than skin deep, but they still get you.
Ow.
Ouch.
I am still watching the birds to see if they notice or look from where those weapons are coming from.
No, the birds have the birds both fell below sight line of the
range.
building, and you haven't seen them again.
Okay. Still
Okay.
watching, just in case.
Before we walk into that room, I am checking everything before we walk in there.
I would like to help with perception as well.
Yep. Okay, that's
If you want to get the gun?
Oh, yeah, we could grab the gun, can't we?
There is a gun.
long as
It
they're
is
ammo,
now
yeah.
out of ammo, but there is a gun.
Mhm.
Can I salvage the gun from the trap?
You absolutely can also salvage the gun. I think first, I'm guessing to insist on checking for bullets.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's not get shot again, please. I can only absorb so much blood.
Difficulty
You
4.
didn't do any of the absorbing.
I
I
mean, you
say
went
as
too
I
big.
pick bullets out of me.
No, sorry, difficulty 5.
5, and that goes down to 3 with help.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm trained, so down to 2.
Okay.
Is that 1 unit of help?
No, it's 2 units of help because he's trained in perception.
Oh, I meant
Well.
that, like, see that anyway. Doesn't matter.
Good thing you checked because the gun itself is also
Is
trapped.
trapped.
It's trapped to explode if someone tried to salvage it. You, with that though, are able to disarm. Disarming feels different than seeing it.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would say,
Yeah.
You can see that it is set to explode if
There's a grenade tied to it.
It's basically it's slightly more complicated than a string and a grenade. It's just if you pick it up.
Does anybody have any kind of mechanical skill at all?
I have salvaging, and I can break things.
So
Yeah,
would salvaging a trap mean that we get the trap?
Salvaging in this case does not mean disarming traps. Salvaging would be the thing you do. Either ignoring the trap and just say, okay, we somehow do something to trigger the trap and then get it. Or it would be trying to get... What you can presume is that the trap will also likely, maybe not destroy, but damage the gun. So salvaging would be, I don't care if the trap damages us, I care if it damages the gun. Let's keep the gun safe, kind of thing. Salvaging might help.
One way to fix it, but I don't want to spend my last XP in case you tie another gun to another door.
Okay, so
But I
have...
can player intrusion. Traps don't work. That's one of my player intrusions. Is just that. Sorry, the trap doesn't work.
That's a nice player
That
intrusion.
is nice. Yeah.
So options that are on the table. I have a pack of light tools that'll function as an asset for disabling this. We have no skill that will help us.
Unless
is
this
it
is a
possible to
Numenera.
know? Yeah, is it possible to know how difficult this is before committing to the role?
Considering we figured out
Roughly
how it
between
was trapped.
Yeah, this one is roughly between and say
Okay,
specific than that.
so we're looking at 2 to 4 just with the asset.
Now, can I put the bullets that I pulled out of me back into the gun?
They wouldn't have
No.
gunpowder; they're just slugs.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
know if it's a gun-powered gun.
It
Then
could
maybe
be-
we should
It
leave
could
the
be
gun.
a feelings-powered gun.
Felix powered. What's the?
Oh,
It could
video
be like
game.
a rail gun where it's powered by magnets.
Ooh, yeah, magnets. Is it
I'm just-
quarters? Was I pelted with quarters?
You were
You're
were
pelted with bottle
bullets.
caps.
You were pelted with bullets.
So maybe leave the gun until we can actually find real ammo for it.
I mean,
We're
I'd rather
not
bring the
coming
gun
back
to the
here.
ammo than bring the ammo to the gun.
Yeah, we're not coming back here.
Fair enough.
It's not happening.
What you said it was more simple than a grenade and a string,
No,
right?
slightly more complex. It was like it looks like
Oh,
there
you
is
sorry,
some-
more complex. That's what I
Yeah.
meant. So, is it electrically powered?
Yes.
What if I use my shocker ring and fry the circuit?
I would count that as an asset to disarmament. Because it also could it could work, also could go horribly wrong.
It also
Is it
could
your
set it
shocker
off.
ring a cipher?
Yeah.
No, it's a weapon.
My
no,
my
it is.
shocker's a cipher, but
There is a weapon
it
version.
deals
that uses
damage.
Cipher.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a one-time use. Is that worth it?
We might be able to get a bomb and the gun.
We're full on ciphers right now, so it can't hurt to use them. I mean, that's the point.
Yeah. I'm not sure if a gravity changer will help. Can the gravity changer redirect the
Actually-
explosion?
That
Yeah.
explosions don't care that much about gravity.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I'm really tempted to just roll.
Alternatively, screwing all of this, can we just take a piece of string, tie it to the gun, and then tie the string to the door, rearming the door trap, so if you open the door, the bomb goes off?
Well, is the bomb designed to destroy the gun or whoever's trying to get the gun?
I don't think you can tell. Just you see an explosive-looking device next to the gun that is linked to it in some way.
Yeah, explosives are usually rather indiscriminate in destruction.
I think just using the bomb as a new trap on this door is probably the best option. We take a piece of string, we tie it to the
redirection
door. Yeah, so if you open the door, it rips the gun off the wall, triggering the pick up the gun bomb.
That makes sense. It'll stop anyone following us, and we probably will have to pass back here on the way, so if we're heading back to town to get ammo, we can deal with the gun then.
Yeah, we
if
can
it
worry
isn't
about it later.
triggered.
Yeah.
All right, so who has the skill to rig a trap?
Well,
We need
same
skill.
this is
problem.
literally. I actually agree with Indigo in this case. There's no role to do this. This is just a good idea.
Yeah.
Just like, we don't touch the gun. We just tie a string to it without moving it, and then tie a string to the door handle. Done.
Yeah, wrap it around something so it creates
It's
a little
tight.
pulley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nope. I think
Either
that's
pack
good.
of light tools if we need an asset to make sure that we have the things to do it.
I do think you need that, but I don't think you use it up. It's just
Yeah.
like small wire or something that as string, and you do that.
Cool.
Okay. So now that you're inside the apartment block, of course, the first thing you see in front of you is just a set of stairs going.
I mean,
Look for more
that's
traps.
a discovery for us. We made it to the fucking stairs.
Stairs.
Yay! Progress.
While I'm bleeding profusely, we've used 2 recoveries, by the way, right?
Yes.
Correct.
I forgot to mark them before, so I have to mark them now.
Where do you mark them at?
Under
Under
recovery rolls, there's check marks.
Yep.
We do technically mark them all separately, so we could be on different recoveries, but yeah.
Oh, there they are.
Yep. I have used 2. How about that? All
Did
right.
you use 2? Because I know you were like, we don't need a second one, and Marissa and I are like, yes, we do.
Oh, because you did it, I took advantage of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do we want to do a third one for the shark, or let the shark do a third
the
one as
third
we...
one's an hour. I
All
don't want
I'll
to
say
stand at the
is,
top of the
I don't think
stairs
you want to
after the-
rest next to the armed explosive that you just set
Yeah.
up to explode
Nope,
if anyone
I
opens
don't-
this door.
This is not a good plan. We find
Especially after we
someone.
just sniped someone out of the sky, and
Yeah.
this is the only door that someone could hide behind.
I would like to quickly sense danger down the stairs and then go down the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You
will-
could also
I will
use
help.
the med kit, right? Because the med kit you can like make
only
a roll.
only once a day, and I already did that for the shark.
Yep.
Oh, you did?
Shot a lot, okay?
Yeah, that's fair.
Both
And I
of the-
foresee more shots in my future.
Okay. So, you're sensing danger, and you're getting 1.
2.
2? Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I'm trained in perception, so
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. The difficulty 5 to carefully spot danger.
So 5 down to 2.
5 down to 2. It's training.
Yeah, I succeed on this one, but not on my tough guy roll.
Perfect. You're good at sensing danger. Ignoring
I'm
it
good
is
at
maybe
finding.
a different.
I'm really good at finding it too.
That's true. That's true.
or just making it.
Yeah. So I'll let you know if you see anything in advance before it's a danger to you. You proceed carefully down the stairs, which only go down about 10 feet before just ending. There's a single door. Sense danger. And you are in apartment block hallway to the left and right. Most of them jar and emptied of any.
I would like to take my harpoon gun off of my back and walk down the hallway, door to door,
Yeah.
like one person with a gun or ranged weapon of each some kind, mind slicer or whatever, going down the hallway, checking the doors before we pass them so we don't get filled with bullets again, please.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll...
I'm literally going like fingers to my temples and like finger gun like down.
Perfect. You go through several of the doors and you see neither traps nor inhabitants until you get to one particular one, about 2/3 down the hall. There's no traps. Don't sense ill intent from. You see a single bird-like creature, just like standing. As you like go in and open the door, you see a single flock. He's standing and looking away from you, and just like staring outside through the window.
All four of us just jump the bastard.
Yeah.
We shoot him?
Do we want to talk to this guy or attack it?
I mean, talking to these things has not worked out for us
They're
at
real
all
dumb.
in the past.
All right. In which case, let's kill it. We'll get
We
Finn
we
some
could
wings.
also injure it and interrogate him later.
Yeah, okay, we can go non-lethal if you want, but I'm breaking every limb.
I would recommend that.
Not the arms. Again, it might be nice to have some wings, wouldn't it?
No, that's how they get away.
Yeah, I can put them back together when I sew them on. Well,
Yeah, you sew on his wings. Oh God.
Okay, cool.
You're literally like Leatherface.
So
Why are we just taking out all flock on sight?
so
they have proven to be a nuisance.
Yep. They get one chance, and they messed up that chance.
As a species.
Yep.
so I guess Finley, are you participating in this alpha strike?
Do I have an intimidate skill? Can we just get him to surrender?
I don't want to give him the chance. Like he can surrender once he's leaking bodily fluids on the ground.
We don't know if this room is trapped, but danger sense never went off. So
You know the room is not trapped.
Yeah, I think we try to get him surrender first. I don't think we need to murk him on sight. Does he appear armed?
No.
He's unarmed. That seems unfair. It's not fair. Yeah, let's try to get him to surrender.
if that's the case, I'll do the same thing I did last time we started a fight trying to surrender. I'll turn on the fire and just get into his face.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
What
I leveled
do you just like?
I leveled a harpoon launcher at him to add as an asset for the
Menace.
intimidation factor.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I add creepy blood magic to intimidation factor?
You're just all like posing dangerously and menacingly.
Yes. We appear in the doorway, weapons drawn.
Just give me 10 seconds before you do that, as I turn invisible and station myself behind him with my sword in my hand.
Tap on his shoulder.
Yeah. No, he looks over, like he just like looks like he looks over and says, "You do you say anything when he sees you?"
We have our
I
flaming
think it's a
face.
good time to surrender, friend.
Yeah, his eyes go wide. You don't need to roll. It's like, I surrender. What did I do?
We ask the questions here.
Oh, sorry.
Who are
We want to
you?
know.
And do you have any associations with that other group of flock?
Oh no, no, I don't like this. Um, my name is Thunk. Um,
Past tense. Good. Great.
oh, I knew this was a bad idea. Can I put my hands down?
No.
Okay.
What
Um,
what what do you mean by this was a bad idea?
everything.
Seem
Everything's a bad idea. I can't seem to make
what
any good ones.
What are you doing currently, besides putting your hands up and talking to us?
Uh, trying to survive?
by
Not
yourself?
generally,
Why were you
specifically.
here?
Oh, I ran away.
From?
My nest.
Why?
I um did something stupid, and I was kicked out. So I
Is
did something stupid to try and get back in, and it went horribly wrong, and now I'm just here, and no one's ever gonna like me.
I
did
think we can
is
just
your
leave this one.
is your hold on. Is your nest the one by the food court?
Oh,
The court of foods?
uh, no, it's over that direction. Tries to point with his like wing elbow, and in the direction of the Space Needle.
Oh,
Basically.
hmm.
Oh,
So we've ticked off.
I, yeah. Oh, I, I was stupid again, and they gave me too many chances, and then I kept messing it up. So they kicked me out, and I deserved it. So, but I,
Real question. Do you have a bit of chain? Or, like, thick rope or something?
I have rope.
No. Can we just lock him in his room and we keep going?
Oh, I mean,
okay, yeah, I do it. Deserve it.
There's a window and he can fly.
Yeah, but we don't, that's not important. We just lock him in his room and we keep going.
hold,
These
What
guys have
stupid
tail
thing
feathers.
did you do?
I mean, that'd take a while to list all of them, but I think the latest
The
stupid thing I
latest.
did, stole power cells. I thought that's why you're here, isn't it?
Do you have them?
Power cells,
It
huh?
is
Where are
now,
they?
yeah.
Yeah. Where are you? We just said power cells.
I tried to my nest, but then Scrooge took them. So he told me he'd let me into his nest if I could give him the power cells. So I did, and I brought them over to him. And he just lied, and I believed him. Like an idiot.
yeah,
Now he
Screech
just
is a real dick.
took
Yeah.
all the power cells, and now I'm just stuck here, still nestless.
Um, I have the power to melt your brain, so don't move while we group huddle real quick.
Okay. Just like
Huddle up.
Those wings up.
stands there.
Keep them up.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
gesture with our
Right.
food.
Okay. Sorry.
Now,
Um,
I will drop my vanishment and just pat him on the shoulder and walk
Ah!
past.
Oh.
why
Hello.
don't we bring him with us?
No.
Well, for tactical reasons, he could be the one who opens doors and gets shot.
Maybe.
You want to make him a probie?
Yeah, he opens door, he goes first, and then he trips all the traps.
Well, he's certainly stupid enough to do it.
I
Yeah, and
turned
then
to Thunk. Do you know how to open a door?
Yeah. No, that I can do all the time, but sometimes it goes wrong. Things behind the door.
would you like a I look at the group and go, second chance, would you like to join us on our adventure?
I'll even pay you, and I hold out a bag of junk.
Like,
8 shins worth?
No, like one shim worth of junk.
yeah, he looks at you
Hey, you
and
in
he
mold.
says, I don't know. I don't know if you're telling the truth.
Well,
I'll
we
give you
could just
half of
kill
it up
you.
front.
After you
But-
tell us anything about your nest in the old nest in the spire.
Ooh, also microwave. We gotta ask him about the microwave.
Oh yeah.
Not
Well,
good.
you have
I don't think I'm gonna be helpful to you.
No. I think that is our determination. Do
Yeah.
you have knowledge of the area? Yeah. Like you've been here
I
your whole bird life.
guess. Sure.
Yeah. So you have at least some use to us. You can open doors. That's a helpful skill. It means we don't have to open the doors. Save calories. And do you know anything about? I described the microwave.
Uh, oh,
That's
I think
okay.
so.
That's less
Um,
useful.
What do you know
That's
about
fine.
things below here? Like if we were to go
I
down.
mean, most of us tend to dive down. Tend to there. Buildings are dangerous because we can't fly. Tend to stay out.
Uh-huh.
Something.
Yeah. Do you know where there's I'll describe like the general area we know that has that exit to the below street. Have you dived down that area?
Yeah, sometimes, but
Can we get down there from here?
I think so. We never went that way, but I heard there's some kind of like way to get there. But we've
Uh-huh.
never done it. I guess I don't know the
You
way
know,
there, but I it's down.
well, what would be really cool and might either get you back into your flock or, you know, start your own flock with the tale of your journey down below with us. You get some shin, you get to join us in our little adventure.
They won't
That
And
sounds
accept
you
me
cool.
don't
back
get
just
shot with
for
a
that.
harpoon.
No, that won't work. They won't let me back in just for that.
Hmm.
They'll say I
Well,
should have
consider the
stayed with you.
harpoon.
Well, maybe you don't need them then. Why don't you
He looks at
start
you
your own
finally like he
flock?
doesn't quite know what you mean. Like he doesn't get that you're threatening
I
him.
point to the large metal spear
Yeah, he
attached
like
to a gun.
looks at it and tries to literally consider it.
If all goes well, maybe we could even get you back to where we're from. At Scrap.
Oh no, they wouldn't. They don't like me there.
Well, if we can vouch for you, we're pretty well liked
There
there.
were something under his breath.
Mm, well, to be fair, people can't tell you guys apart, so they're not gonna know it was you if you don't say anything.
We can always just like paint them too.
Yeah, we could always just paint you too. Come
So
on.
But
unpleasant.
listen, Tunk, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, right? It's either us or on your own.
I'm just better off on my.
Fine, I'll just lock them in then. This conversation's going nowhere.
Eh,
But
if that's the
it
case,
would
do we
be
just
it would be
kill him at
very
that point?
great for both groups if he came along with us. He'd help us out a lot. He gets some more self-confidence.
How about
You
this?
know,
Listen,
Here's the easiest solution. We eliminate Thunk's choices. He has one choice, and it's to open the doors until we get to the ground floor.
would you rather us make the choice for you, Thunk?
I mean, I suck at making choices.
Okay, then come with
but
us.
I'm gonna
Yeah, come
pull
on.
Horatius aside real quick and be like, "Look, your man over there, he's a downer. It's just gonna be bad, right? He's bad for morale. He's got no self-esteem at all. He's gonna be
But
What?
pissing
What
and
if?
moaning the entire time."
Killian,
What if we tie bells to him? So as he says sad things, he jingles.
wait. So hold on, Killian. Let me make this clear. I'm whispering this to Killian. I don't give a fuck about Thunk. I give a fuck about us four. And if he can take a Gatling gun instead of Finley, that's all he's useful to us for. But I like the bell idea, so I'm gonna unwrap my crystal that goes da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, and tie that around his neck.
That's great.
Yep.
Thunk the
You're-
Rick-rolling flock.
Thunk, is it okay if I call you Rick?
I guess I don't
Your
deserve
name's
that
Rick
name
now.
anyways.
Yep.
And
Okay.
Rick begin walking forward.
Yep. We're never gonna give you up, and we're never gonna let you down. But you have to
That's-
lead the way.
We are going to run around and hurt you.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We are gonna say goodbye and make you cry.
Okay. I
Yep.
guess I can do
Come on.
that. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be really helpful for us.
He if you are trying to have him be in front, he goes outside of the apartment back into the hallway. Which way are
I'll
you
walk
guys
right
going?
behind him just in case.
Yep.
With
Gets
there's
we're-
still guns pointed at him, so
Yeah, we're
that
going
way.
down. Whichever
Okay.
way's down.
Well, you came
I'm-
from one stairwell, but that ended. It just went down one floor and then ended.
Yeah.
So you go to the other. He starts going to the other side. From there, you see the last door on the right says there's a nameplate next to it, which in the old world, which you can read, Gillian, says head office. However, you also see that it looks, I would say, reinforced, the door, and barricaded. And your danger sense is saying, that's probably trapped. And the bird Thunk says, "Oh,
Rick.
Rick, you're right.
No.
Sorry."
No, his name is still Thunk because he's going to be used as a battering ram. His name is
Yep.
going to be fucking literal.
Thunk.
He says, "Oh, we shouldn't go in there. I don't think it's a good idea to bother that guy.
Oh,
Who's that guy?
Yeah, who's in there?
He's Whist. We all know not to bother him. He's kind of a bit cuckoo.
Is he also a flock?
No, he's a human like you, but he just doesn't like anyone.
It's just the shitty, weird neighbor at the end of the hall.
Yeah.
Is he the one who trapped the door above?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I said hi to him. He just told me to leave him alone when he walked by to do that, I think. But no, he's not mean. He just is. I think he's just really shy, honestly.
All right, let's keep Thunk between us and that door as we continue on.
Yeah,
Okay.
is the way down in there, or is there another way down? Do you know where the other stairs are?
Yeah. And he says, "Yeah, no, just it's. I think they're over here." And he starts leading you past him. But as he goes past him, he says, I think there was someone he met with. I think it was one of my nestmates said they found a way to meet with him, that he knows stuff, but they were always really secretive about it. So I don't know. I don't know much about him, but
If the other team
seems
came down
nice.
through here, that would have been the first place they went.
You're right. Knock on the door.
Hide the
Oh,
fucking
I
bird.
don't have knuckles.
No.
Tell the bird to knock on the door.
Bird's knocking on the door.
No,
Yeah.
the bird's gonna get shot in the fucking face.
No, he won't. He
And
won't get
he's
shot in the
there
face
with
as I wink at you. Let him open the fucking door.
But the human on the other side is gonna think we're with the damn bird.
Okay, Thunk, why don't you take a step back and
And shut your beak hole.
Okay, sure.
Act like a prisoner, not a jar at all. A prisoner. In
Oh, I know.
actuality, you're not a prisoner. In
I know,
actuality,
you told me I'm not, so I'm not.
right? But act like it.
Oh, okay.
This is so psychologically messed up. He's literally a prisoner, but we're telling him he's not a prisoner.
I just
I'm not a
thinks
nice
about what
guy.
to do with, and puts his wings behind his back, like they're being shackled, even though
Yeah.
there's no way shackles.
I would like to knock on the door with not my hand.
Perfect. Okay. A single small dot-sized red light activates, and Killian knows that means you are being watched, probably by a camera.
I like to put my eye as close to the camera as I can possibly make it to investigate.
Yep. A speaker from on the door activates, and you hear firstly the sound of a of a shotgun.
Shotgun rack.
Yep. And then he says, "I don't know you, so you've got one warning to step back and leave."
When this door opens, there's gonna be a Confederate flag on the wall in there. I'm calling it right now.
He goes, "Dadgummit, this is my castle."
Get off my land.
What do you say?
No, I'm gonna call back. We're looking for people that disappeared from Scrap. Sent out on a rescue party.
You're gonna need to be a bit more specific, and I don't give out information for free.
We have trade. I'm still staring intently at the camera.
I'll just be like, look, Ren, Milk, and Tarek sent us out to find these people that disappeared.
He, like, spits on the ground. You can hear the splash, too, from the intercom. And
Gross.
he says, yeah. He says, I hate Tarek.
Right, well, you'll be happy to know that we fucked him up before we left.
Yeah, he's the right asshole.
If you wait a couple hours, I can get his finger for you.
You want information? Fine, you're gonna have to pay for it. You want to know what happened to the others? That's 20 shins right over there. And just to the right of the road, there's like a beep, and then like a slot, a thing opens up.
Would you be interested in trade?
Information for money.
Well, but information for junk that's worth money.
Yeah, no.
Would you like a cipher?
What you got?
I hold up my shocky ring. It's like the buzzer of joy from the olden days, but it fucks you up.
Like if you touch someone?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be touching no one, son. You leave that in your own hand. I ain't taking that.
Well, it doesn't. If I take, okay.
How about not feeling angry anymore? Pull out the emotion soother.
He says, what do you mean? I'm not angry. I'm not angry at all.
Just a 7.
Well, we've got some really impressive wine here.
Wait.
Keep talking.
Yeah. What about our Slurpee of goodness?
Ooh. Yeah.
He can
I
smell
pull
that
out
through
my
the door,
Slurpee.
can't he?
He can.
Can he smell it through the door?
Well, depends
And I wave
how
it
close
around
to the
the
door
door.
he is. Yeah.
I wave it around the door.
So yeah, we've got some very appetizing drinks here
Ooh,
for you. Is that
wait,
worth
wait. We could pour your soother into
Oh,
the
yeah.
Slurpee.
Oh God.
Okay. If you're using both, 2 assets.
Yes.
You can roll to convince him. This will be level 6 difficulty down to level 4 because of the assets.
Okay.
Are we at pleasant or?
He's not shooting us, so this
This
is
is-
pretty pleasant.
Honestly,
This is as
I
pleasant
would
as it
actually
gets,
say
yeah.
this is as pleasant as it gets.
with
yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
In which case, I'll volunteer to make that roll, I guess. We've got 2 assets. Anyone want to help?
I don't
We
think
can only
you
help
can
with
get
2
more out of it.
assets.
Yeah.
You can only help with 2
Ah.
assets.
Yeah.
We can only knock it
and
down 2
items
steps with help.
both have the same limit together.
Okay.
can
In which case,
Buff it with effort or training.
Question:
And you are buffing with
Is
training already.
is the mold smell enough to make it a down 2 rather than a down 1?
No.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, this dude's been in a bunker
Alright.
his whole life. So
We're trying to roofie him essentially.
difficulty 3. Let's see how this goes.
Oh
All right.
Close.
So I think he says, that doesn't say... Wait a minute. You're trying to poison me! I've seen this before! Step back! Step back! And he fires the shotgun round, just like, you don't see it, nothing hits you, it's just like through the ceiling or something, maybe in his place. But you... I think... you hear an increasingly frequent beeping sound coming from the door. What do you do?
I'm
I'm
gonna run.
curious.
I can continue walking.
Step back, but I kind of want to chuck the Slurpee cup through the shin slot and the mold splatter inside there and make him have a save.
Oh, you just want to try and get it to him anyways? Okay. In order to avoid the harm he intends to do to you if you don't step back, then I think that would be
Oh, I'm still stepping back.
a
I'm
speed
just chucking the
task
Slurpee.
to do it while doing to do both at the same time.
Oh,
To step back fast enough.
fair enough. Good with a speed pass.
Yep.
What level?
In this case, the difficulty will be, I think, 4. You're not exactly far from it.
Okay. I'll down that to a 3 and let's give this a shot.
Okay.
Oh no!
I can't roll today.
Perfect.
Oh.
So
Bird is a shield.
you told the bird to step back, and
Mhm.
like he's behind you. So not this time. The
Can
bird's
you
not a
use your
shield.
shield as a shield? Like your actual shield as a shield?
Likely if I have to make an actual defense roll? Or is this a defense roll?
This is a defense
Was-
roll, actually.
In which case it would have been one lower.
So it would have been a 6,
Yeah.
not a 9, which is a success.
Which is a success. Okay. Then yes. So your shield actually is what does it. I think. Hold your shield up as a hatch on the door opens, and you see a large, larger than any
Bomb.
shotgun should be, like the barrel of it stick through the door, just an inch, and fire at you. It's 6 inches wide. It's more of a blunderbuss kind of thing.
Have you ever heard of a punt gun?
You block it with your shield. Your shield has a dent in it, and your armor feels sore, but you block it. Stick the Slurpee through the slot, and get out of there. And he says, "If I ever see you coming near me again, no, I know your tricks now. I know your faces. I've seen you. Don't ever come here again." Slams the hatch shut.
Well, maybe he'll at least eat the Slurpee.
Hard to tell right now. The hatch, not the hatch, the slot to put in things closes shortly after that. And Thunk says, "I knew that was a bad idea."
All right, it's worth a shot. Yeah, keep
Yeah.
going.
Yep.
No one got hurt.
Which is odd for us. So
Yeah.
Okay.
You can always remember. You always can try. As I push him in front of us.
And we mark it up. We mark this up as a win. We keep going.
Perfect. Okay. So
By the way, Thunk, how does your flock feel about the other about Screech's flock?
oh, I mean, not nice. They don't bother us though. Not really. Kind of stay out of each other's way. But Screech, I mean, the story goes, gossips always talk. Screech used to be part of our nest, but then he decided he wanted to start his own, which is normal, but then he decided he wanted to start his own and start fighting people and taking things, and that's not unheard of, but it's not really normal. And then a bunch of other people joined him and left the nest too, so now it's smaller than it was, but that was years ago. People still bring it up. I think some of the people that are the elders have long memories.
awkward Christmases in the flock, eh?
What's that?
Yeah. What is a Christmas?
It's a ritualized holiday where we give gifts. And you're forced to be around your family, and everyone's mad by dinner, and then we all eat and get drunk, and it's fine.
That sounds awful.
I think I'd like that.
Pick your feet up. Stop pondering. Keep stomping.
Okay.
Yeah, we think while we walk.
Oh,
I'm gonna teach Thunk a Christmas carol as we go.
With the Rickroll.
well, with the Rickroll still playing.
God.
Yeah, I'll set it to the tune of "Never Gonna Give You Up."
So you continue going down to the end of the hallway. There's another set of stairs. You see elevator shafts, except the doors are open and inside is just concrete. Like it's like a doorway entrance to an elevator shaft. Instead, it's just wall where there should be a shaft.
Oh, so it's bricked up basically.
Basically. But there is still a sort of another stairway down. And he says, "I guess it's down here," and goes to open the door. It's not trapped.
I take a step back.
So
I
let me
stop
be more
him.
specific. It's not trapped from the other side. It is trapped from this side, but you literally see that. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
And we salvage said trap.
I want to stop this before it goes any further. I am looking at the cement wall, looking at Finley, looking at the cement wall, looking at Finley.
You want me to? Yeah, sure. Stand back. And I would like to headbutt the wall to see what's on the other side.
Are you trying to break through it at this point?
No, the one that's bricked up. I would like to stick my face through it to see what's over there.
Perfect. Yeah, no, roll with might to do that. Huh. The difficulty here would be, I think, 5.
Why?
You'll see.
It's solid. They literally filled the shaft with cement.
Because remember, hardness does not matter.
I know.
Okay.
Thickness does though.
What can I do to help? I need something to help.
Can I help you with perception for
Weak
seeing
points?
the weakest part? Are there any cracks?
Not major ones, but
Minor cracks are fine.
Yeah, minor cracks help.
Shark skull plus
I don't think
minor
the
cracks
perception
on a
would help
wall.
here.
Can I help with my onslaught power?
By shooting at the wall?
Yeah,
Cutting
using my
to gouge the wall to get the
using
target to
my
smash.
blood powers to go.
Okay, you would help, but it wouldn't be more than just a +1.
But I'm trained in onslaught.
Yes, the onslaught doesn't help,
Okay.
but you can.
I'm looking for. I'm just looking for like a +1 here.
Okay.
Holographic fish encouragement?
I mean, if masonry might be a pertinent, I might have pertinent details about masonry because I once heard or read about it. I could help here, but because I have that very vague skill of you remember some shit that you learned, but we're not going to tell you what that shit was.
Could it be why people would cement up a shaft?
Well, I was just thinking like the how concrete works, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, basic knowledge of that.
In this case, yes, that would help.
I accept all that help, plus my skill for breaking things brings it to 2.
Yep. Let's see that in action.
Face. Oh, nope.
Roll.
I smashed my.
Okay. So
does time help? Can I just continue to smash my head against the wall?
that's the thing. As the smashing continues, with what you have learned about concrete, specifically Killian, no, this is literally filled with cement. More specifically, as you realize, it's not actually filled with cement. But it is solid all the way throughout. There is no shaft on the other side. The shaft is fully filled with wall, which is not exactly
4-inch thick concrete, packing peanuts.
Why? Who did this?
And yes.
So after a couple
concrete.
minutes of smashing my face against the wall, it's like, this is solid. And there's nothing to break
so it's not just
through.
wall. It's like there's cement, there's like beams, there's like it's a full everything that goes into a wall. It's not just pure cement.
I come out with my mouth.
Was someone living then in the shaft?
No, the shaft is it's imagine repeating a same section of wall like over and over again to make it just like a several foot thick wall.
Yeah, I come out with a mouthful of rebar and
that
cement.
is the width of the elevator shaft.
Yeah. I come out with a mouthful of rebar and cement like, this isn't happening, guys.
Why would they do that?
Who did this? I turned to Thunk.
Turns attention
Who
to
did
booby
this?
trap.
I don't know. I thought it wasn't that how it's supposed to be.
No, this is weird. I've been through a lot of walls. This is weird.
Our elevator,
that's not code.
Or he doesn't know. We have a metal door like that. It's the same way, so we just fly.
Fine, down the stairs we go.
Okay.
You
but
drop
there's a
on this
trap.
side. What is it?
Yeah. It is an electrified tripwire. So it's literally like metal wires attached to a high-powered, high-voltage battery, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Cattle fencing.
yeah, when we get to the other side of the door, I would like to take a piece of chalk or cement that I pulled out of the wall previously and write on the other side of the door electric tripwire. So next time we know.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, so we could just step over the tripwire.
Yeah.
Yes, you can now that you know it's there. It is. So. Yeah. Yeah, you can.
All right. Bird first.
Yep.
Yep.
And he starts leading you down the stairs. You go down several it's the typical spiral staircase but it's in square. It's in like right angles only, kind of. Many flights of stairs.
Flight landing.
Exactly. Except there's no doors at those landings. It's just nothing, even after several landings.
I mean, are there spots for doors, or is just flat walls?
Just flat wall.
That's weird.
And then
Fire escape for the penthouse only.
That's
Do we
cyberpunk
want
for
to
you.
go through one of those? Well, it could be into empty space.
so yeah, you go down maybe like 10 flats. So probably 5 floors worth of flats before you get to a. It's also pitch dark, actually. I should mention that. There's obviously no lights in here.
Okay, torch.
Yeah,
Torch.
we're using something.
Perfect.
Or me. There we go. I'm
Yeah.
right behind the bird.
You glow. Does the bird hold a torch so the attention's drawn to the bird with the torch?
If
Of course,
you give it to him, yeah.
And anything that's going to draw attention from monstrous things that are going to eat us goes on the bird.
Yeah.
Perfect. So Thunk's like, yeah, no, I can hold a torch.
It's so you can see. We don't want you to trip.
Yeah, you're very helpful.
Thank
It
you.
keeps our hands free.
Okay. He leads you down, and you arrive at the first doorway. You can see a doorway at this landing. But when you do so, I think those of you looking around, which are probably most of you, can see something glittering and reacting to the torchlight in a bit further down below. What looks to be in the center of the darkness in between the flights of stairs.
I ask the bird, "What's that?"
I don't know. I should put my torch over there. He reaches his torch over there, and it doesn't really reveal much. The glittering increases, but it's like out of the torchlight range. So he, without asking,
go down
drops
there
the
and check.
torch.
Point of order, real quick. How long do glow globes actually last? Do we know?
It says on it. I think it's an hour if it's a normal one. I think.
I can
Same,
try and
same
find
as a
it.
torch?
Let's check.
Glow globe.
Because essentially what I want to do is leave a light source at the top of this stairwell.
Okay. So is it a minor or a major glow globe?
Minor. Normally.
Major-
Minor
Majors are
says
infinite.
lasts. Yeah, minor lasts for an hour.
Okay.
Perfect.
Is there
Yeah,
a
about as
torch
long as a
entry for
torch.
time?
Sorry? What did you say?
Is there a torch entry for time?
Torch is... See that special equipment? I want regular equipment. I don't know if I see one. Hold on. There's rules for illumination here.
Safe to say a torch lasts about an hour.
I would actually
Likely.
agree.
Okay. Then it's not worth leaving up there. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, no, torches are mentioned. It never mentions actually how long they last.
Yeah, it says you can build one in like 5 minutes, but it doesn't say how long they last.
Yep,
Interesting.
it's odd. Okay. So he drops the torch, and it drops for maybe 20 more feet before it clatters to the ground amongst a floor that also looks like it's made out of like flat concrete, ending mid. Like the stairs look like they go into the concrete as if it was liquid, and it looks like again like the place has been filled up with concrete again.
Like,
Who
torch just
had
then
this
lying
much
on the
Yeah.
floor?
Where did they get all the concrete?
Yeah, how did they
there's-
get it up so high, too?
Is there? When we were on the roof, did we see a huge pit that they quarried all this shit out of?
No. And
Buildings
you
move.
see several bodies lying on the ground at that level. Some
several,
are
do you mean
human,
4?
and some are actually more like 8.
Oh.
Let's go scavenging.
Some are human and some are flock.
Time to rob the dead.
Yep.
Robbing the dead.
Do you know any of those flock, Rick?
Sorry, I didn't mean to drop it.
No, we were to ask you to drop it.
Go down and
okay.
get it
Oh,
as we follow him
Okay.
down.
Yeah.
Go down and get it, and then we watch him, not
Yeah.
follow.
Oh, yeah, we follow from a distance. In case they're zombies.
Of course.
So he he goes down, you following from a distance. He says, I don't have any friends, so I don't know anyone really well, even if they were in my nest.
You're making us feel real bad about this guy that we're gonna have die.
Yeah, stop.
Thanks
please.
for the moral conundrum, but I'm not backing off. This guy's gonna die.
Yeah. I don't think you realize we're in a cyberpunk post-apocalypse.
Our only thing is, I don't really want to kill him because he's unarmed. That was the main motivation for
Yeah.
not murdering
So he goes-
Yeah, well, this isn't going to be proactive killing. This is going to be, something happens to him that we didn't really cause other than pushing him into it.
Yeah. So yeah, he goes down and he goes and walks over to the torch and picks it up. He says, "Okay, we can go back. I think that door up there was the way forward because I don't see any door down here. The bodies do not get up."
Kick all the bodies.
What?
Give
Seems
each
mean.
body a kick.
Are you sure?
Yes, kick each one individually.
If you
It's-
like, you can gently shake them.
It's a religious ritual. It's to shoo the spirit out of the body so it can pass on.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes they get stuck.
Oh, that sounds bad. Okay, yeah. I'll shake them if I can gently. He kneels down to the first one. It's beginning. Now that you're closer, it smells like the bodies are not that new and not old enough to be
Egg.
skeletons.
Do they look like they still have stuff on them, or do they look picked clean?
They do not. They look untouched actually, since they.
Yeah, we're gonna go
passed.
through the pockets after they each get
Yeah.
shaken.
I want to make sure that he can somehow come back to us, and it's not something that just traps us at the bottom and we can never go up for some reason.
Mm.
So what do you do to make sure of that?
Oh, we're gonna wait
I
for him
want
to
to
pick
call him back once he's shaken the bodies.
Okay, perfect. So he goes through and he like shakes one body and shakes another. And then the bodies that he shakes start like, I guess I would say twitching might be the right way to put it. Shifting, not moving in the typical sense. And then all
Job
of the
is
other
releasing their souls.
and then all of the other bodies that he hasn't shifted also do that a moment later.
But
Oh, do they like
shifting-
Let's
undulate?
say
Yeah,
undulate.
like
Okay,
like
so
it's
they're shaking from like the shaking that he's giving them.
No.
it's like a
It's just-
jello.
No, it's not from the shaking
Is it-
he's giving them, because there's a rising hum of sorts echoing
God,
through.
they're full of bees.
Basically, yes, actually, as out of all of their
God.
mouths come clouds and a series of these yellowish insects that are fist-sized and start swarming around the air.
To the
Firstly,
door!
Thunk,
To the door!
Yeah, Thunk is like, no! And Thunk starts freaking out. Let's roll initiative.
We're going to
Because...
abandon Thunk. Just go to the door.
But my
Run!
gem!
I don't know why you put your precious Rickroll gem on the bird.
The difficulty here will be 5 for initiative.
Five.
I'm gonna
Teleport. What are you complaining about?
There,
gonna
this
spend
place is
speed.
dark except for right where we are. I can't see to teleport anywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yay!
With a
Oh
19.
wait, that's a 1. Doesn't that mean GM?
Yeah,
Well, wait.
that includes initiative.
So, but then my 19 does too, right? Do I get an effect on that?
I would say you get a free move basically if you want to. I'm gonna put these 2 swarms and Thunk in range compared to you. You were staying a ways back. I'd say they're not. I'd say they're a short distance from you. I wouldn't say that it's not that big of a stairwell because they can fly.
Can we talk out of turn in character?
You can. I'd say yeah.
Okay. As the bees start coming up, I will shout to Thunk, "You throw me the gem. You can teleport to it once it's in my hand."
Good lord. Now you are actively killing him, just so you know.
I want my Rickroll
So-
gem back.
19 is you get a free. The 19 means you get a free movement if you want to just move somewhere, and be further away from them.
Okay.
I'll let you draw
I don't
your
know if that
letters or
helps.
whatever you want to use.
Oh,
for
are there only
tokens.
2 swarms?
There are 2 swarms. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Collective
somehow I don't
amount.
feel like.
Are these like D&D swarms, where swarm is a thing that causes it to react differently than just a regular creature?
Allow me to double check that.
Oh wait, you're made of fire. That's gonna burn them.
Yes, but given that the initiative was 5,
There
I
is-
don't want to test anything on these.
There is no
Yeah.
specific swarm mechanics.
But I'm
Swarms
assuming a
mechanical-
harpoon will be less effective than a fireball.
I'm not
That's
sure it's
fair.
going to be any kind of effective, and I can't throw my fire.
Well, if there's no swarm mechanics, then these are in effect
Just
one
2
creature.
things.
2
Yeah.
creatures.
Yeah. You may radiate fire, but I am made of shark, and that is very susceptible to bees.
Yes. Particularly sharks are susceptible. to
Natural
bees.
enemies.
Oh, Roll20
Yeah.
added more
Well, because
font
they never
options.
encounter each other.
Roll20 added
We're
more
not-
font options now to the text.
Ooh.
Fancy. Wow, they really did.
Yeah.
Goblin 1? I'm taking that.
Goblin. Ooh.
How do we move Finley? How do I put me?
Rims in text.
Click on your name on the journal and just drag and drop.
Oh.
Because you actually have a picture, it should not be just a person.
Yep. Yes. Good. My little shark man.
Azure Horatius.
I am
Yeah, I
here.
got Horatius right here. Here.
And
Two
I've got
seconds.
Azure, technically. I'm just...
My character image is so good. I'm so happy with my Lego shark.
Gotta make this bigger still.
And Killian.
There we go.
I'm going to be cycling through fonts because that's just how I am.
Here's a
Yep.
timing question. How long has it been since we met Thunk? Ish.
Half an
That's a
hour,
nice one.
maybe.
Okay, thank you. Tells me if I need to turn the fire on again or not.
Is it still on?
Last 10 minutes, so I'll have to
Mm.
Yeah.
use another intellect point.
Oh, Finley. Finley. Yeah, okay, Finley did get a 0. Okay.
I didn't get a 0. I got a 1.
I meant 0 successes
Oh.
in this. Here we go.
What's my bad thing?
So I think in this case, your bad thing is that the swarms seem to be particularly attracted to you, and will
They're mortal
prioritize-
enemies.
and will prioritize you over even Thunk next to them.
Here's just a player question.
I'm so
Do
sorry,
bees-
Nico. You keep getting attacked.
Do
This
bee
is
stings
four
count as
campaigns
kinetic energy?
Yeah, this is 4 campaigns worth of not being injured piled into one.
Yeah.
It's true.
What was your question?
Oh, I was asking, are bee stings kinetic energy?
Yes.
Let me check with these
Technically, I mean, unless it's poison based.
ones. Okay. Perfect. These will be kinetic energy.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a lot
Fist-sized
more
bees.
afraid of these bees than the rest
They're
of the party.
fist-sized bees. They're more stabby than they are like.
Well, no,
that's
I'm a little worried about that because that indicates that they might be able to fire their stingers at you. These are shotgun bees.
Let me check something.
So, well, I think we cut to our corporate sponsors as bees rise out of the corpses.
Yep. I think we'll be right back in a few minutes.
Please enjoy these messages brought to you by Raid.
Raid and Raid Shadow Legends.
We'll be back shortly.